Today we're going to be making a coil piece. It could be used as a trivet, which you would put something hot on, like a hot pad, or you could use it as a wall hanging. You can choose the shape that you want to do. I have some heart-shaped patterns, or you can draw your own outline in this box. Don't make it too complicated. On this paper, what you're going to do is you're going to draw on it, and if you want, you can just get the burlap out of the way. I'm just drawing right on top. That's my outline. You're going to fill out this part later. Right now, you're going to go ahead and put your name up here, and these are the directions in case you need a reminder. Before you start, you're going to take a page protector and slide your paper in the page protector. The reason is your clay sticks to the paper, and we're going to peel this paper off, and I'll show you that in a little bit. So my first direction is to draw the shape in the box. I did that. Second one, roll coils about the thickness of your pinky finger. Now there's more than one way to do the rolling. I can take two hands and I can roll it like this. I can roll it on the table. It doesn't matter. This should be pretty quickly. Some people were taking apart their clay last week, smashing and starting over. For this, there's no need to be doing that. Just roll it out. The coils do not need to be perfect. It should be about the thickness. If it's a little thicker, a little thinner, totally fine. This is just to give you an idea. Now, my third step, fill inside shape with coils. And you can choose what kind of coils you're going to do, straight, spiral, or dots. And I'll show you the different kinds. So I'm calling this a straight, meaning I'm just taking the coil and I'm bending it where I want to go. Now I don't have enough to fit around. That's okay. I'm going to pull off a little bit more clay. I'm going to roll the coil and I'm going to just stick it on. Right now I'm not going to score, slip, and stick because my clay is really soft, and I'm just going to smooth it out really good. Now I can choose my coils to put in the middle. If I want to do a spiral, I would go around and around like this. If your clay is a little dry, you might remember from last week, you need to take your finger, put it in the water, one finger in the water, smooth it out a little bit. Okay, now I can fill it in with different shapes. I can also do little balls of clay, and you might have your own ideas of things that you want to do. Okay, there I have it filled in. It still has some spaces, but it's mostly filled in. Now I'm going to take my index finger, put it in the water. I'm going to go around and I want to smooth it out right now. Remember, any sharp edges that you have when it dries and when it's fired in the kiln will be really sharp. Remember I said we did not score, slip, and stick this part, because what I'm doing is I'm getting my finger wet and I'm going to smooth it out on this side, and the design will show up on the other side. This is where you're going to take any little holes. Can you see there's some little holes? And I'm going to fill them in with clay. I would take a tool like that and get it wet, or you can use your finger and you're just going to smooth it. So this is in place of the score, slip, and stick, but you may want to attach pieces once we flip it over, and I'll show you that. Now think about what you want to use it for. When we use things out of clay, we're also thinking about the purpose of the clay. What is your purpose of your project? Do you want to be able to hang it? Or is it going to be like to put like a trivet, like you'd put a hot pot on? If you want to hang it, you can make some holes. You can take the eraser end of your pencil. It's okay because these are our clay pencils. And you can just make two holes. That way, after you paint it or glaze it and it's out of the kiln, you could use some yarn to hang it from. Go ahead and write in your number. I'm just going to make up a number for myself, and your class code. So like if you're Shank 4th grade, you see that. Now flip it over and peel off the thing. So you should be able to see your design. At this point, you still might want to take your finger, smooth it out. If you want your design to show, you're not going to smooth it. Now let's say you have another idea for something that you'd like to do with this. Oh, my hole got covered up there, didn't I? I'm going to poke that through there. Now, if you want to, if you have time and you want to add sides to it, this is where you would do score, slip, and stick. So if you wanted to add sides, you would score with any of your tools. I'm using the pencil because it's handy. Slip with my fingertip and stick. So this would be if you wanted to make like a little decorative kind of bowl.